Hi guys, so mbaletedde emboozi eya mwana muwala Jacqueline Mutesi. Emboozi eyo ebadde ekutte wansi ne waggulu. Emboozi eyo abatanaba kugifollowinga waliwo omukyala agambibwa mbu nno yatemula omwana we ow'emyaka 2 n'ekitundu after being in a bitter split with the husband. So twawuliddeko side ey'omusajja nga ayogera biki and as we speak right now that lady is behind bars because allegedly she's being suspected for murdering her son. Now, I had a chance to listen to her side of the story. I got an audio. I cannot even post it because when I post it, it is in Kinyarwanda and some of you are not gonna understand what she's trying to tell us. However, on today's live, we shall play that voice note. And so nandyetazeyoko abataputa ab'Olunyarwanda mutwegatteko ku live eyoralero that is actually in a few minutes from now. So in this lady's side of the story, she says she was with this man. They were together and they nebazala omwana. After having one baby, the guy tells her he does not want any more children, so she should go and do a hysterectomy. Hysterectomy means like removing your womb permanently. As a woman, obera tokyasobola kuddamu kuzaala. In her story, she says naagaana okujja mu nnabaana. Disagreement sezo never separating. In her story, they separated for 7 years. They are not together. Omukyala nga akola bibye n'omusajja nga akola bibye. In that period of 7 years, yazaalayo abaana balala babiri. Nga siba musajja, but like because bali already separating. So the guy links up with her again after 7 years and begs her to get back with him. In her narrative, she says she gave him conditions. Part of the conditions were to legalize their marriage. Never legalizinga obufumbo bwabwe. Now, during that marriage, the guy still asks her to go and have a hysterectomy again because I mean already as a abaana bayagala. The woman said she did not have a problem with that because already yali amaze okuzaala abaana bayagala. On their trip to Turkey to have a hysterectomy, bamala otuukayo, of course bakoze all tests. The doctor tells them the woman is 2 months pregnant. The man asks her to abort and have the uterus removed. She refuses. When she refused, that is where their disagreement started from. And agamba ntino mu bufumbo bwabwe babaddemu with an issue of infidelity from the guy's side. Of course, different girls, but one constant one was by the names of Jacqueline Kalema. Jacqueline Kalema is a sister to Hannah Kalema, our former Miss Uganda. And in one of the messages that really had them go at each other, she found messages in the guy's phone. Guy yali ajimuwadde ajimutere ku charger n'asanga nga the guy was talking to Jackie nga amugamba, I'm gonna divorce this bitch bichi and then we get married. So they have a fight, of course, like oba omukyalo banamukasukira charger or something. Our guy blew everything out of proportion and told abaana be mama wamwe ayagala kunzita bichi. But the guy really wanted to separate with this woman and marry Jacqueline Kalema, and he asks her for a divorce and she refuses. So the guy goes and files for a divorce on grounds that the woman had children that did not belong to him, as in on grounds of infidelity. But the woman insists this man knew that these 2 children were not his since she had them when they had split. The guy insists inti omukazi abadde mwenzi bichi. Now, but like I told you, the guy already knew these kids were not his kubanga bali mbaya okana ne bakomawo already ngo omukyala azadde abaana babiri. Era that is what happened that ended their marriage. Now, about the child that actually died, the lady says she was coming from upstairs, from the bedroom side. Mama mbozi z'abagagga upstairs. Na she did not know that this baby was actually following her. And baby nagwa kumadala. Baby weyagwa kumadala. Of course, like any mom, namstula, namsidisa, sorry, bichi, baby, don't worry, bichi, you know, and put the kid to sleep. A few days after, the baby, I think like a week after, the baby like nafuna suja ngwa mzade nagamba basenyiga, you know, suja amwade panado takakanye akuta omwana amutute mu ddwaliro. Amala okwata omwana omutwala mu ddwaliro, you know, bamrushing deko wano na wano, and the doctor says, I am sorry, your son is gone. Now, the autopsy indicates the child had internal bleeding. Actually, the cause of death was internal bleeding for those. So, for those of you that don't understand how an internal bleed can cause death, internal bleeding could cut off our blood circulation to the vital organs. Yeah, all of us know that the purpose of blood is to transport oxygen and other nutrients, you know, to the vital parts to the vital organs of the body. So this baby had an internal bleed, and there was subsequent oxygen cutoff. So the lungs lacked oxygen. At least that is what the police says, that the baby died due to lack of oxygen. And also there was some internal bleeding in the autopsy that was carried out. So that is her story. She says apparently the guy is using power and privilege to blackmail her to have his way, since she refused to give him a divorce. And yeah, if you ask me, I buy her story, because what would be the intent to kill? Why would she kill her child? Why? The stories of the baby was stabbed, that's not confirmed. So why would she kill this baby and not all these other kids? Why? That's it. So over to you. There is also some fabricated part. I don't know if this is true, that the guy is wanted in Zambia for impregnating, I hear, omwana or woman who is underage. I don't know if that is true, but also that part is mentioned. So yeah, over to you. We shall meet on the live.